Robert Malone should be scared blankless. He should be terrified. He had played a role, and now it appears as though he is actively part of a cover-up to not confess to being involved in the rollout of Remdesivir, which has murdered many, many people. And I do use that word murder right now. I will excuse the doctors from it who are following rules, but I will not excuse the people who knew what this medicine was and wasn't and how it was going to be used to achieve an agenda. This is vile. This is horrifying. Look at the documents. Don't take my word for it. This is horrifying. As I have said before, I never really considered until recently how core the protocols really were. I am not in, and I am taking a very strong stance. You will not. Is there a possibility? A chance? If there's a chance that whatever coronavirus pathogen initially was manually distributed, was manually seeded. If there is a chance that happened, okay? If there's a chance that happened, then you will never figure out where it came from if your only options are lab leak or cave. Do you ever realize that? If you're talking lab leak or cave, if you have to choose, if one option is not intentional seeding, you will never figure it out. Therefore, as long as you are caught, we are caught in let's argue about lab leak or cave, we will never figure it out. And we are being told we cannot talk about protocols in Remdesivir until we figure out where it came from. This argument has been constructed. To be sure, no one talks about protocols, medicines which were approved, which made mass murder possible. And do you think, is Robert Malone losing sleep about this right now? Well, I don't know if he will ever get into any trouble, because I'm going to close out tonight's show with the benefit of democracy. The benefit of democracy is that if you are responsible for killing several 100,000 people by misusing a medicine like that, you still get to vote, but the people who were murdered don't. That is the beauty of democracy. And when people have infiltrated the United States government without our best interest at heart, that is exactly how they are thinking. There's an awful lot being unveiled right now. It's time to start using sharper language. By the way, I do not suggest that Jay is on board with everything that I have just said. I speak for myself. I speak for my own. I speak for Housatonic. I speak for many other people that were impacted by this pandemic. I speak for my son, my stepson. He's in my life since 3. Died at age 27. Did you know he spent 7 of his last 9 weeks in a hospital? Couldn't reach the doctor while he went to full-on drug relapse. Died 2 weeks after he got out. That was the end of his life. Thank you, protocols. Thank you for people who laid it out like that. Really appreciate it. And then you don't even have the balls to just say what you did. You stab people in the neck, and then you pretend it was a leaf that fell off a tree in a bizarre way and caused the lesion. Oh boy,